Alright, well, welcome back everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a good week. We're now planting my one and only wheat field. I'll probably do something a little bit later. I might have a little bit of a later chance to plant some wheat. I'm thinking that I'm going to actually take one of my alfalfa fields and actually going to make that into something a little bit more useful. What I mean by useful is actually plant some crops in there. So, but yeah, if you guys are new here, please do me a favor, like and subscribe to the channel. Love to have you. More and more content's going to start rolling out, and also on my other channel I will be doing mostly all different types of simulation games. So not just farm sim. I'm not just going to focus on farm sim, and that's pretty much going to be my channel for streaming. I'll have some videos here and there, but pretty much a lot of the streaming stuff is what I'm going to be doing on that channel. As you can see, I'm actually in the field right across from the farm. I've got my buddy Jason. He's actually planting corn for me, so I'll be going back and forth with the seed tender to make sure that he stays full. Alright, well, I'm just going to keep on going with this here, guys. I do have Jason, like I said, he's all set up. I just filled him up. I have my stuff here going. I'm going to do the best I can to try to get this done. I'll be running back and forth a little bit. We do have the bales to pick up and stuff, but again, you know, my episodes are a little bit shorter than they used to be. I'm trying not to get it like about a half hour. I'm trying to keep it around 15 minutes or so, just so that everybody doesn't get too bored. So, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and keep going with this field here. I got a lot of work to do, so it's probably going to take me most of the day just to do this one field, but I'll get it taken care of. So, well, I figured that I would just jump in the cedar for a little bit here. We're kind of cruising along here. He had to run home super quick, take care of something, but he'll be back in a few minutes, and since I'm on auto drive anyway, figured that I would just kind of chat with you guys just a little bit, and thanks again for stopping by. Gonna go ahead and do a little video montage for you, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. I'll have both pieces of equipment in there going, so I'll chat with you guys shortly. Another day. We still have some planting to do. I have to run over and I gotta check on the cattle real quick. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go make sure that everybody's doing okay over there. There's no problems, nobody's sick. only take a second. I gotta get those bales out of those fields. Alfalfa's growing pretty quick, you know. It is the beginning of May. We got rain coming. It kind of looks like my wheat is doing pretty good over there. I'm gonna have to spray that. You know, we've been planting for a month now, and I would like to finish that today if we can. I got to get all this equipment put away too. God, I got crap everywhere. It is everywhere. I want to check my manure, make sure that we're not getting too full on that. I highly doubt it because I don't really have a lot of cattle. So I just want to come in here real quick just to see how the girls are doing. I'd just like to see how we're doing. Looks like everybody still has straw. Everybody's healthy. Spring in 5 months. Food is good. Tell you what. How about why don't we go into the dealer in town there? We'll purchase some more cattle. We'll do that a little bit later, but right now everybody seems to be doing pretty good. I'll check the manure pit real quick. See what we got going on there. Not going to have a lot just because of the fact that we don't really have a lot of cows, so that's all good there. We're going to have to probably buy another 50 head, I think. So we'll put that on the list, but I have this field over here that needs to still get done. So this will be a bean field. I'm working on another bean field over there. Just kind of waiting for either Tom or Jason to come over to give me a hand. That'll finish all this stuff off, and it'll be good. I've still got the seed tender out here. I know that we filled it up last night before we left. Pretty sure I did, right? I believe I did. Inside the cab here. Now, I still got to do the fertilizer, but I'll do that in a little bit. Kind of figured that, yeah, everything is doing pretty good. So we'll take a quick look just to see what we've got here. We got to do this field here. Field number 9 has got to get done, and field number 24 need to get done, and then I do have field 26 up here that needs to get done. So this field here, 7, I'm going to end up turning that into, this field is, how many acres is this field? This field here is 4 acres. This one here, in front of the farm here is 8 acres. So I might turn this field here into a bean field as well. Pretty much the plan. So I'm going to go ahead and park this. I want to get in the other tractor and get started with the beans over there. Hopefully we can get that all taken care of. I'd love to get this stuff done in the next day or 2. That would be amazing if I could. We do have rain coming, so it is now most definitely a race against time to try to get this stuff done. I've got spraying to do. I'm getting further and further behind, so before I put this stuff away, I'm going to need it again. So I do have plenty of food for them. I've got to get the JCB put away and get it over there by the cattle shed. Still got to get that tractor put away since we're done with tillage. I'm like way behind schedule, guys. I really am. I've got the other tractor over here in the field. Crew's over there. And then we've got a bunch of spraying to do. It's just not going to end here. So corn's looking pretty decent right now. But we got to get these bean fields done. So I'll hop out here really quick. I just want to check the state of this field. Just a quick look. pH is still bad, so I'm gonna have to get out here and start spraying. Alright. I believe I parked my tractor over here because it was closer to the farm here. I just cut across the ditch last night, so there we go. Okie dokie. I'll park this over here right where I had this last night. It's out of the way, so don't have to worry about anything. Get it over here because I'm probably going to end up bringing the seat tender over here to fill that thing up. Alright. Still a cool morning out, but I know it's going to heat up pretty quick. Okay. Yeah, we got to get this done. So it's a race against time now. So I'll tell you what, guys, I'll catch up with you in a little bit, and we'll move on to the next project. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are done until I pick those bales up, and then I will definitely plant probably, you know what, I'm throwing it in between wheat and the soybeans. It's quite possible I might do a second season of wheat, so we'll have to see how that goes. Midsummer planting some wheat or something, but see, so this is done. I'm going to get this over to the farm over there, disconnect this. This tractor has been used and abused. Not really abused, but I'm using it. So I love this old thing. So, again, I still have those bales here, so I got to make a phone call to get those guys out here to start picking these bales up. I'm glad I give them a hand. I don't have any other equipment than just my skid steer over there, so that's going to take a long time. That's a lot of back and forth, and I'd be cruising all over the field. So they have equipment that'll actually pick it all up pretty quick. So let's make that phone call and see if we can get those guys out here to do stuff. And then we got a bunch of spraying that we're also going to need to do in those fields that were planted about 3-4 weeks ago. I can get this thing back in there without wiping anything out in the process. It's pretty squirrely or something. It's such a difficult time here trying to get this little thing in there. But you know, they say the bigger the equipment, the easier it is to back up. And well, I'm going to have to agree with you on that one, because this little thing is a pain in the butt. Get out, we'll disconnect it, and pull this out. Probably just leave the tractor here for right now. Needs a bath, but she's doing the job. That's all that matters to me. She's doing exactly what I want her to do. So, alright. Now, let's get on the phone and get those guys out here to start picking these bales up. Let's go ahead and start loading these bales. Now this one's going to suck a little bit just because I don't have it on auto load now, so I'm going to have to actually I'm going to have to actually do it like I know what I'm doing. Ugh. It's going to suck. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. Pick these up real quick. Over here. Yeah, it ain't gonna be pretty, but whatever. Who cares? I don't think you guys are gonna care, are you? Clamp worked good on that one. So. too sure how many bales actually that I do have here, but I don't. It was nowhere near as many as on the other side there. Now this field's twice as well. I should say this field is half the size of what the other one was. So. You never know, there might be a tornado coming or something. I wish that there was like more damage or something. Like this sign. Get out of the way. Don't worry about it, everybody. The village will come out, the county will come out. Somebody will come out and they'll replace it. It's fine. Now just go to the end back here and push those bales forward. Hopefully, in theory, that's what I'm going to do. Doesn't mean that's what's going to happen, but just I'm going to try. There we go. Bales aren't really centered on the trailer, but it'll work for me for right now. Hopefully you guys don't mind. See if I can get this done here. Shouldn't take much longer. I think we've just got like, what, another 6 more to go maybe? See if I could try to get these on there just a little bit better, a little bit more centered here. Okay, well, I guess that you guys probably don't want to watch any of this fun stuff, so I'll go ahead and I'll just finish this up. Looks like I've only got like another 6 bales to go. And then, maybe more than that. But I'll catch up with you guys when I'm done. Alright, that stuff is all taken care of. We're going to bring the equipment back up to the farm so that they can come and take it. Not like I have to clean it because it's been raining the whole time that we were doing this, so I'll make sure I park it up by the house and then they can come and grab it when they have a moment. And I do want to get out in that field over there and probably plant a little bit of wheat if at all possible, because I really would like to get into the production part of the brewery and everything like that, you know, make a little bit of whiskey, stuff like that. That would be pretty cool. Make a little bit of money outside of just the farming part of it, so that way with whatever I grow I could actually just, you know, sell it, make a little bit extra cash off it one way or another. So why don't we leave this stuff here? It'd be easier for them just to come and grab it. So put it over here. That way it's out of the way. I don't have to worry about somebody driving by and swiping it. Okay, shut that off and let's go get the tractor. Alright, let's get this train wreck of a trailer and a bale job, just to show you how much of a train wreck it truly is. Bam! Look at that. Yep. Yep. Did that all by myself, I did. Telling you that right now. Okay. Bales are all stacked up. Looks like we've got 41 square bales of alfalfa. So that's pretty good. And then the other bales we have 15. So we've got quite a few bales of alfalfa. I think what I'm going to do is next time, I think I'm actually going to pick them up, because I know that I have, this one is full, so I really don't have any room to put anything in there. But it is getting late towards the end of the day, so I believe what we'll do is we'll call it quits for the day. Just head back to the house. I gotta feed my dog super quick. I want to close this because, as you can see, the tornado never really made it here, so wasn't too concerned about it to begin with. But I want to get my international back in there. Go feed my dog real quick and make sure that she's taken care of. There we go. Sure. All right. Yeah, we got a lot of fertilizing to do, guys. Tons and tons. I got every one of my fields except for one. It needs a swift kick in the arse with some fertilizer. So I have a tiny little bit in here. I'm just going to go down there and just fill this thing up real quick. Hopefully it's charging up with air here. Alright, there we go. Let's go get this thing filled up the rest of the way. We have all of our fields that we have to do, guys. I mean, it's just... It is what it is. We'll just go ahead. We'll top it off with the fertilizer. That's probably all we're going to need for right now. But we're going to need to spray a couple times. All my fields are growing. I do have that one field of oats that's growing. So let's just fill all this stuff up here. Yeah, unbelievable. Alright, so let's just fill this up. That was pretty quick. Alright. That plane keeps flying over. Okay. Where should we start first? Why don't we just start here? That's fine. This is as good a place as any. Go ahead and start unfolding this thing here. I'm not used to having these things unfold like this, to be honest with you. You know, having that one come all the way out, and it's pretty crazy. Alright, so we'll go ahead, we'll just spray this stuff. I don't think it's going to be super quick, but it's not going to be too long. You know, with this big of a boom on there, I could get quite a bit of stuff done, but the main thing is that I have to get it done. Let's just go ahead and we'll make sure that we're going to flood these fields with all this nitrogen. And, you know, the farm is close enough to where I don't need any kind of a trailer. All I have to do is just drive back to the farm. Fill it up. I should be able to do quite a few fields here. So you can see that I am putting not like a ton on, but at the same time though, I'm still putting quite a bit on. This is one of the smaller fields here, so it's really not going to take long to do this. But it should be, yeah, see, it's already clearing up. Now, some spots of the field were okay. Now, I don't know if I was having a problem with the fertilizer on the, to be honest with you, I don't know. Maybe it was on the planter, because remember, that's that older planter that I've got. So I'm just wondering, maybe there was an issue with that? I don't know. You can see that my fields are a train wreck. So got a lot of work to do. It's going to really start eating all that fertilizer up pretty soon, though. I'll have to take a look at the seeder and see what's going on with it, because obviously something went wrong. And I didn't notice anything in the cab of the tractor. But again, you know, I'm not the ginormous professional farmer that a lot of these other guys are. So I do like that, you know, it's the See and Spray. Everything is doing what it's supposed to do, and it's going to save me a ton of money. Oh, and you jump out and get run over by your own tractor. Holy crap. Holy smokes. Can't believe I did that. Let's try that again. Holy crap, I got ran over by my own sprayer. Oof. Well, that'll teach me. Alright, so this part of the field's not too bad with the nitrogen. I'll overlap just a bit here just so that I can get back on my track. As long as I don't hook into a tree over there. Even this part of the field's not bad. You can see what the map says, but yeah, this is just doing a little bit. When I get to that next side over there, I'm gonna start watching that tank frickin' become empty pretty quick. Yeah, I'm hoping for a good harvest. Really hoping for a good one because I really need one. This is now my second year. Holy shnikes, gotta pay attention to what you're doing. Yeah, that $400,000 sprayer here, and I'm about ready to frickin' careen right into a frickin' electric pole. Holy smokes. Man, I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Field's almost done now anyway, but look at how much nitrogen it's putting on there now. What is that, 195 kilograms? Oof. That's a lot. So we'll have to do that, and then we got to keep an eye on the weeds also. So we'll probably have to come back out later after we clean the tanks out. Yeah, we'll clean the tanks out, and then we'll be able to put in the herbicide. So now this field should be taken care of. It should be the end of it. Yep, that's the end of it. And then we'll go ahead and we'll move over to the next field. I don't think I even needed to fill this up all the way. Alright, this field is done. So we're going to go ahead and just fold this up. And we'll move on to the next field. I don't like driving with the booms out because, as you can see, twice now I wasn't paying any attention and I almost wrecked my I almost died for one. And the other time I almost ran into those power poles there. Alright everybody, that is it. That should be good. These fields here, they're not gonna... This one lightened up just a little bit with the alfalfa, but again, these are bean fields, so they don't need this stuff. I'll hit these fields again a little bit later, all my corn fields and everything. But thanks again for watching, everybody. I really do appreciate it. And once again, if you have not already subscribed, please feel free to do so. I want to thank all of my channel members. You guys are fantastic. You guys are the reason why I keep doing this. Just check out the Facebook page. What I do is I do keep everybody informed as best I can with everything that's going on with the modders and everything. Try to keep you guys updated with the new mods that are coming out and all the updates that are coming down from Giants, because I am a Giants partner. So thanks again, everybody. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. And the next time that we come back, we'll probably have another cycle of alfalfa, and also probably going to quite possibly do some contract work, and we're definitely going to get a bunch of different cows. So thanks again, everybody. Have a great one, and I'll talk to you soon.